Good morning, LDub, and welcome back to KANG News. I'm Emory Herbert.
And I'm Rachael East. Today is October 23rd, which means there are officially T-8 days until Halloween. I'm excited. Are you excited?
I'm definitely excited, especially because this year, ASB is hosting a Halloween event. You can submit pictures of your Halloween costumes, pumpkins, decorations, old Halloween pictures, or anything else with a spooky vibe to the LDub Instagram or your link leaders.
You can submit photos anytime between now and Halloween. Get in the Halloween spirit and in the KANG spirit. All students are encouraged to participate. But you know what's even scarier than Halloween? Missing the AP exam registration deadline!
The last day to submit your registration is October 30th. You will need to pay online at payments.lwsd.org. Each exam is $96. If you need any financial assistance or have any questions, please feel free to contact the bookkeeper.
If you miss the October 30th deadline, there will be another registration window open in the future, but you will have to pay a fee. So save yourself the trouble and finish up your registration sooner than later.
Yearbook is kicking off collecting information and pictures for the student life spread and will be asking about your favorite local spots, your face masks, and your quarantine survival items, among other things. There will be a survey available via homeroom and also on the LDub main and LDub ASB Instagram accounts. Yearbook appreciates your responses and participation. Thanks, Kangs, for helping make this year's yearbook great.
Next up, we have a little reminder for the members of the Kangs Who Click Photography Club. Remember to shoot and post your fall-themed photos for your upcoming November meeting.
Now, I don't know much about photography, but the fall vibes out there are immaculate, so it shouldn't be too hard to find some inspiration. Happy clicking! We'd also like to remind you that auditions for Theater Club's production of It's a Wonderful Life begin next week.
You will need to upload your audition video to flipgrid.com/LWHS Theater 2021. All of your videos are private, so don't worry. Just try your best. All auditions are due 1 week from today on October 30th. If you have any questions, please feel free to email Ms. Hebrink at mhebrink@lwsd.org.
And now we have another episode of Perspectives of Remote Learning with Jessica Lang. This week, she sat down with Madame Kern and Mr. McCumber. Let's hear what they had to say.
May you briefly explain what the Capstone program is about and how have your students in both Capstone 1 and 2 been handling time management?
So the AP Capstone program is 2 classes. It's AP Seminar and AP Research. AP Seminar is available for students in sophomore year or junior year, and then Research is available to students in junior year or senior year, as long as they've completed seminar class. It's part of a larger program that you can obtain called the Capstone Diploma, which consists of earning passing scores in seminar and research, and then any 4 additional AP courses throughout your entire high school career. So if you do those and you get the 4 additional courses, then you get the recognized with the Capstone Diploma. But we also have students who just take seminar and research as well, who don't want to maybe take all the other AP classes. As far as time management, it's definitely an adjustment. Like, these 2 classes are already big adjustments in terms of how they are structured versus more like traditional classes. So it's already an adjustment. Then on top of that, we're doing this whole thing remotely. So they're resilient. I'm always impressed by how resilient the students that I work with can be, and I'm assuming the students of LDub as a whole. But yeah, it's been tricky. We're very much figuring out how to manage time. There's it's very much a trial and error process, but I think they'll be good really soon.
We know that visual representations are important in learning new languages. With us not being able to physically see each other, how has the French department and other language department tackled this barrier of visual learning in order to make sure that your students understand the context of what you are teaching them?
That's a great question. I think we're all still learning how to do that more effectively. Definitely, I think for myself as a language teacher, just an awareness that, the students aren't in the classroom. So really what they see on their screen is, kind of represents everything. So just being really thoughtful about imagery, being really thoughtful about, making things easy to understand, just having a wide variety of images for them. And, I'm a real PowerPoint fan, so I've been leaning on that a lot, but I've been trying to use other tools as well. Just so that students aren't just looking at my face, like there are other supports for them in their learning, trying to make a lot of information available on OneNote so they can go back and things as well. But
I know that
I'm not as talented as some of the other world language teachers, so definitely there are some people that are further ahead on the learning curve than I am.
Yeah, I know that my Spanish teacher, she expects us to have all of our cameras on just so that when we are saying things in Spanish that she can see that we either understand the vocabulary, or if we don't, if we need some extra assistance based on what she's seeing from our cameras.
Yeah, that's great. I'm really happy to hear that your cameras are on in that class. I know I have had limited success recently. I felt like kids were sharing their cameras a little more earlier on in remote learning. And as you know, teachers aren't allowed to demand that of students, just there's privacy and equity issues around that. So, it's a tricky subject, but definitely when students have their cameras on, I would say more effective learning can take place, because then teachers can read that body language and those facial expressions. And just like right now, you're nodding along as I'm speaking, I can tell that you're listening and that you understand what I'm saying. That's so powerful for teachers. So I urge students that if they feel comfortable turning their camera on, that it really can give a boost to their learning. And it definitely gives a boost for the spirit for their teachers. Because we love seeing kids and looking at a bunch of little circles with goofy avatars and letters on them is not, is not real, doesn't fill me up.
I would completely agree.
Thank you so much to Madame Kern and Mr. McCumber for taking time to share with us. And as always, thank you, Jessica, for putting this interview together.
That's it for this week. Thanks for watching KANG News. My name is Rachael East.
And I'm Emory Herbert. Have a nice weekend. Bye.